Hi Kim, as requested, here's a quick video on how to add payments to either a new application or an existing application. For new applications, all you have to do is essentially when you approve an application, it'll automatically start setting up the payments for you. So this is all in our dev system, so I'm just showing you for an example. So let's say you wanted to go ahead and approve this application. When you do so, it'll use the approved amount automatically to create the initial payment setup. So I'll go ahead and make sure I don't send out an email. Go ahead and approve that. Okay, so the application is now approved, and once an application is in approved status, you can go ahead and click the payments over here. The other options are, so there's the more actions drop down here. So if you click change payments there, that'll drop you into sort of edit mode over here. And as I think I mentioned in my email, you can add one payment at a time. So as you can see, since I approved it, it automatically set up this first payment of the full amount. But let's say, you know, I was actually only going to pay $2,000 this first time, and then let's say I wanted to make a second payment of another $2,000. I would just do that. You can choose whether or not to notify the applicant. And then once I save that, you can see now I have two payments. The total amount here is set to $4,000, and then if I wanted to add a third payment, I would either go back to this change payments here, or you can click change next to either one of these guys, and then as you can see now there is a third payment. So again, you could add another payment, and then at that point, the next time you go in, there will be a fourth payment option. So that's how you add multiple payments to an application. Same goes for, you know, if you're just looking at a list of approved applications, you can manage their payments either by going into the application like I was just showing you, or you can do the I guess from here we only have a review payments, so you would do review payments and then change payments from this drop down or this link. And then the next thing was custom reports. So here's a quick overview of how you would do that. So you go to the custom reports tab up here, you add a custom report. You'll want to choose add grant apps. Click the add custom report button and it drops you here. You need to give it a title because that's a required field. You can choose your grant cycles here, your programs, and then different form versions. In your case, fortunately, it makes it a lot easier. You only have the one form, so essentially you shouldn't probably need to do anything here unless you wanted to add more grant cycles to the list. So all you have to do is over here on the left side is all the fields that you can choose from for your custom report. You know, in a lot of situations, you'll want to add other fields. For example, I think, you know, you'll probably want the app number, but these are all automatically built in, so you don't need to do anything with these. And then the only other thing that you'll be wanting to look at is probably the payments. And what this does is it does roll these up. So I don't know that we have a way, I can check with Jeff and Lori when they get back, but I believe that this is all aggregated information. So let's try it out and see, but it could be that this isn't going to show you, you know, discrete payments over multiple years. So you'll double click any of these to add them to the report. Let's just choose all of them for convenience right now. You can then select them and move them up and down if you want to rearrange their order. And then once you're happy with what you've gotten selected, you can go ahead and save it. So now you have the option of displaying your report. So yeah, as you can see, for these applications, it appears that we do aggregate this information, which is kind of confusing, so I'll have to check on that again. So like for your, oh, I see. So it comma separates them, it looks like. So this is that Boston Medical Center one where you've got $125,000 in payments set up. So the comma is indicating that you probably haven't marked what form the payments will take for that. Let me just verify that. Yeah, so if there was a payment method selected in here, or whatever those other fields are, yeah, paid date and reference, those would appear after these commas. And then let's see what it would look like if we export it to a CSV file. So yeah, this is going to give you the same thing, where it's aggregated to some degree. So you would see, you can see what you've paid total, what you scheduled total, versus the requested and approved amounts. And then over here you could see, what the different payment methods were, paid dates, reference numbers, etc. So I don't know if that'll work for your needs. If not, let us know, and we can try and come up with something else that might be better for you. So anyway, please let me know if you have any questions and or any issues getting any of this stuff to work. And otherwise, we will talk to you soon. Thanks.